Hey everyone, today I have got a review of a meal replacement powder known as HUEL in the UK. I think HUEL is also available in other countries, but I live in the UK and this is a UK based product. So HUEL is available in a number of different formats. It comes in these bars, it comes in the main powder, which is like that, as you get most protein powders, and it also comes with a cereal version that you can have as a breakfast cereal. So they're kind of covering all grounds really, and I was interested in their product originally because one, it's completely plant-based, and so I was just interested in the fact that it's quite unique from that point of view. Two, it doesn't contain any soy, it contains rice and pea protein, and I tend to stay away from soy protein. And also it's sustainable, so their big thing is that it's sustainable and all their ingredients are very, very high quality. So I was interested in using this because I tend to work away within the week a couple of times a week, and if I'm going to somewhere, especially where I haven't got a lot of time and I want to have healthy choices in the food that I eat, I tend to use the HUEL. So that's how I've been using it. So I don't use it every day, I just use it as something that helps me to kind of make better decisions and better food choices when I am away. So I've been using the vanilla, and I have also used the mint chocolate shake, and I use 100 grams of this, which is 3 scoops, and you can use 4 scoops if you want it a lot thicker and obviously more filling. So I'll just give you a bit of a rundown on the data that you get with this. So it says for 100 grams you get, in total it's 1,680 kilojoules in 4,000 calories. Sorry, 400 calories per drink, and that contains 13.1 grams of fat, of which are saturates 2.3 grams, of which are monosaturates 2.7 grams, and which are polyunsaturates 7.4 grams. And that's quite good. It's got quite a nice fat ratio, whereas a lot of these drinks tend to be low in fat, so it's got quite a good fat ratio, and it also, that's derived from coconuts, or from MCT oil. Carbohydrates is 37.1 grams, it's low in sugars, of which the sugars 1.2 grams of that, of those carbohydrates. Fibre 7.7 grams, protein 29.5 grams. So it's a very nicely balanced meal replacement drink, and it doesn't contain anything that is kind of, other than a bit of sweetener, it doesn't contain anything that is out of the ordinary. So it's got pea protein, flax seeds, brown rice powder, natural vanilla flavouring, MCT powder, sunflower oil, some micronutrient blend because it contains all 26 essential amino acids, and it also has some vitamins and minerals in there, and it's got xanthan gum and a bit of sweetener, which is sucralose. So it's got a whole bunch of other stuff in there, like coconut flour, calcium carbonate, vitamin C. Apologies, my email's going away there. And some other things, but it's got lots of added vitamins as well. But have a look at the website and get a full lowdown on everything that's in there. So it's a very, very nice, in terms of its profile, a very, very good, strong profile. With, I guess it suits someone who obviously is vegan and is looking to get all their kind of essential nutrients from one drink. So you won't have to spend money additionally on like vitamins and minerals. Obviously, I would say, if you are vegan, obviously be careful of things like your vitamin B, your B12 and B9 and iron and all that kind of stuff. But this does contain small amounts of those things, but you may have to have more if you're on a full vegan diet. How I have been using this, or the powder anyway, is that I usually fast in the morning, and when I'm working away anyway, I tend to have like a black coffee that keeps me going, and about 1 o'clock I'd have this powder, and what I would do is I would put it into my metal shaker. If you haven't got these metal shakers and use the plastic ones, and you get a couple of plastic ones free with HUEL when you do subscribe to their service, chuck them away, they're rubbish. The metal ones are so much better. I've been using this now for all my protein drinks. It's got a plastic top, but it is BPA free, and they're so much easier to clean as well. So, and they don't have that stench you get when you tend to use plastic bottles and leave them in the sun. They're a little bit better. So I'll leave a link to below that because I got this from Amazon, so that's really good. And I tend to add that, take the powder dry, and then add some water when I'm at work, shake it up, and I just drink that. And it's got like it's quite a thick shake, but it's with the chocolate and vanilla flavour I've found, it's not too sweet. It's very filling, so you do get, for me anyway, I do find that it fills me up, and I feel satiated. I feel pretty good to go, like I've had a meal. So it does do the job very, very well. I don't find I get bloated either, and I am someone who's got quite a sensitive digestive system, so the reason I went for the gluten-free is because I am quite sensitive in my digestive system. So I use this for my main meal, and then later on in the afternoon, about 3 o'clock, 3:30, when I start getting a bit hungry again, I'd have one of these HUEL bars. And the HUEL bars, just to give you the lowdown on what they contain in regards to their nutritional values. So the bar itself is 64 grams, of which is 99.2 grams of fat. Carbohydrates is 23.7 grams, and total protein is 15 grams, and it's got some omega-3 and 6s in there as well. So again, have a look at the website and have your get an idea of everything else that's in there. But I find that these taste pretty good. I mean, they're fairly stodgy, they're quite dry, but everything that's in them is pretty decent, so it's not got loads of added flavourings and colourings and additives in there which are going to kind of bulk it up. There's no bulking agents in there as well. It's pretty much pure what it is in there. So it's a very high quality bar. And I don't mind the taste of it. It tastes pretty good. Obviously, taste is very, very subjective. But I think compared to what I've tasted in the past in the bars, it's pretty decent. So I use those two things, and that's kind of how I've utilised them with my kind of work regime. I also tried out the cereal a couple of times, which was really nice. It was haven't got a box of that with me, but it's kind of a little bit it's quite a light cereal. But I just used to again have that with some sort of almond milk. And it tasted pretty good, but again, it's very, very subjective. It was quite expensive, though, cereal. And I think these drinks work out to about £2.50 a drink, which is reasonable. Especially, I'd pay a lot more than that if I was from working away. I went out to buy a meal of some sort or buy a snack. So the way I look at it is that it's a good investment in buying something that's high quality and it's good for your body. Now, what I've also done is I had this today actually, and sometimes when I'm working from home and I haven't got time to kind of make a decent breakfast or eggs or whatever, I will use a HUEL shake. But what I do is I kind of pimp it up a little bit. So what I do add, including to make this a bit more of kind of an overall performance boosting drink, as well as being a meal replacement, I add things like lion's mane. So lion's mane is a type of mushroom, and it's good for focus and performance and mental sort of stimulation. So again, I'll put a link below on that. I get this from Amazon. I use just a teaspoon of that in my HUEL as well, and then I'll also add some wild chaga. And this particular brand is very, very good. Now, again, I get that from Amazon. And again, this is all the adaptogenic properties that you get with mushrooms and the cognitive benefits, I think, are amazing. So mushrooms are an awesome thing to add to even any drink you want to add it to. You can even add it to your coffee if you like. So again, I'll put a link below for that on Amazon. So I add a half a teaspoon of that. And then the final thing I add a teaspoon of is organic greens powder. So this is kind of just to give it a little bit of extra boost, just get some antioxidants in there. And it's got wheatgrass, maca, flaxseed, and barley grass, guarana, acai, and matcha tea in there. So it's kind of a nice blend. And then what I add to that is I add some coconut water and some almond milk, half and half. Blend it up. It has a nice thick smoothie kind of texture to it, and I had that. We can have that every now and again. So you can have it in a number of different ways, and you can add different things to it if you want to. So I think overall this is a great meal replacement powder. So I've got no affiliation with HUEL. I won't be putting a link below to their website or anything else. You can just go and check them out if you're interested. But from what I've been using it and how I've been using it, and from just from that point of view of being an MRP, I think it's a really good system. It seems to be very, very high quality. It's got a lot of good kind of a vitamin and mineral profile in there, and it keeps me going all day, and I don't tend to eat anything until my afternoon meal, and so it's worked really well for me. I don't get bloated, and I feel really good after eating this, and I think it's one of those things I said that it is subjected to how you feel and how things taste, but I think it's pretty decent tasting, and overall very, very good. So if you want to check them out, check out HUEL's website. I said I do think they ship abroad as well, but this is fundamentally a UK company, so it may cost you a bit more. But if you've got any questions, guys, just as always, put them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Catch you soon.